What's up, y'all? It's your boy Sean P back again, and we're back for another edition of Sean P reviews. And really, we're not reviewing anything today. We're just basically going to talk about 2023 and really like the state of hip hop. It's probably going to be a two-part vlog I want to do, talking about the state of hip hop overall. And one, we're just gonna talk about why is the game so stale, and why it just seems to be no new energy in this game to really take over this decade, like the 2020s. So there's that. And then the second part is gonna be about how females are just dominating mainstream hip hop, and why is that? But I'm gonna talk about the first part first. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. This has been the most disengaged I've been with hip hop maybe in my life, and I've been listening to hip hop for 30 some odd years. You know what I mean? Since I was 10 years old. I'm 43 now, do the math. So basically, right now, there's not much out there that I look to and get energized. It seems that hip hop has become a niche genre now. If you like trap music, you go and you listen to your trap artists, and whatever they put out is what you fuck with, and you just go and do that. If you like traditional real hip hop and bars, you go to those artists. Whatever they put out is dope for you, satisfies you, you go listen to that. Drill artists, same deal. You like drill music, whatever, you do that. Female hip hop, you into the females, you into Ice Spice and Nicki and all of them, Lotto and all of them, that's your shit. You go listen to that. But it doesn't seem that people care anymore if it's more so quality. It's just like, if it's good or if it's decent, you rock with it, you keep moving. You don't really compare and say, oh, this shit is so classic, or compare one against each other. You know what I mean? For years, we would come and say, all right, well, Jay's coming out with an album, Nas is coming out with an album, who did better? Or, you know what I mean? Now, it's not even about that. It's like, if street rap's your thing, if Freddie Gibbs and Benny come out with something, and they're arguably the two best street rappers right now, Freddie Gibbs, Conway, and Benny the Butcher, it's like, all right, one's cool, the other's cool, I just like that style of music, and people don't even really compare. It's just like, just as long as you get the street rap that satisfies what you like, that's all that matters no more. It doesn't seem like there's competition for greatness anymore in hip hop, and that's what's missing. That's why the game is so stale. Because in the 2010s, we had that whole Leaders of the New School wave. Because the end of the 2000s, hip hop was all trap dominated. You know what I mean? All down, well, I'm not gonna say trap, but down south dominated, with Ross, with Wayne, with T.I. They dominated the scene. And then towards the end of the 2000s, you got Kendrick, you got Drake, you got, even though he wasn't as big, but you got Cole, you got other dudes, you got Big Crit, you got Nipsey, you got Freddie Gibbs, that came with unique styles to say that hip hop was going to be in good hands for the next decade. And it was, and you had that competition. But now it's like, where is the competition? Because it just seems like people like what they like. And I mean competition with the new wave of artists. I'm talking like your Little Babies, your Dub Babies, your you know, those type of artists. Where is the inspiration coming from to take hip hop to another level? And I don't see that. That's the reason why I think you have Drake still dominating, and he's putting out mediocre music. Drake hasn't put out a quality album, I would say, since 2013, in a decade. But every time Drake goes out, his fan base is so airtight, and people just want to hear, just because he's Drake, he ends up, you know, having how many billion streams? You know what I mean? That's why it's like, I just think people don't even look for competition anymore in hip hop. They don't even care about who's the best, or who's the best lyricist, or who's the best puts out classic albums, or who's the best artist no more. Nah, it's just, oh, I rock with street rap. I'm just going to listen to these handful of street rap artists that are good, and that's that. I'm going to listen to, you know, drill music, drill rap, whatever it is, whether it's, you know, Pop Smoke or Fabio Foreign or whoever else. That's my shit. Boom. I don't care who's better than who. You know what I mean? And it just seems like there's a stale energy in the game, a lack of competitive energy, where people just like what they like. And rappers just talk their shit knowing that in the end of the day, they're still going to get their streams. They're still going to do what they do. They do what they do, and that's what it is. Where is the guy right now to take hip-hop to the next level? You know, I go back to the leaders in the new school in 2009, 2010. You had like 4 or 5 guys that really came with unique styles that you said, oh, wow. You know what I mean? I want to see what this guy comes out next time, or this guy comes out. With like, you know, Little Baby or Little Uzi Vert, or they all kind of sound the same. All of the modern mainstream guys sound the same. All of the modern mainstream females sound the same. You know, so in the end of the day, it's like, where is hip hop going right now? And it just has me disengaged. There's no next one out there. Who is the next guy that's going to take this game to another level? And I hear people are saying Ice Spice, but Ice Spice is just a monotone version of Cardi B in the end of the day. She's not doing anything new but shaking her ass, you know, which we're going to get to the females in my next vlog. But there's no next one out there, yo. Please tell me, who is the next guy that gets you out of your seat and gets you excited to be like, yo, he's going to be the next guy that's going to run hip hop for the next 5 to 7 years. I mean, we had that in Kendrick. We had that in Drake. We had that in, you know, Cole grew into his role. You know what I mean? You had guys that would dominate the street game, like street rap was going to be in good hands with a Freddie Gibbs, with a Benny the Butcher. You know what I mean? But who's out there now? Nobody is really out there that you jump out. This is what it is. Who do you jump out of your seat to say, yo, I got to hear this guy? And you really don't, outside of just a pool of guys that put out the same kind of music that you like. Whether it's, if you like trap, if it's like a Lil Durk or 21 Savage or Lil Baby, that's your pool. You don't care really if they put out a great album. Just as long as some dope songs on it and some dope stuff, that's good. Like Moneybagg Yo just dropped another album, because I fucks with trap just as much as I fuck with, you know, drill or the street shit. And Moneybagg Yo album is pretty good, but it's pretty much the same blueprint he did last time. You know what I mean? Maybe the first album was, the last album he put out a couple years back was a little bit more introspective, but it's the same stuff. You know what I mean? It's nothing that I'm like, I'm going to be listening to, you know, 2 years down the line. because it's such a great album. But just to sum it up, man, like I just see a lack of inspiration in changing the game right now in hip hop. There's a lack of inspiration in there to really put out great inspired projects, and a lack of guys that are going to take hip hop to the next level. That's why it's so stale out there. And there are good albums out there, like Larry June is dope. Hit Boys John is the album is dope. If you want to go trap, Moneybagg Yo is good. Conway's is good, but Conway kind of is just going for the same blueprint he's been doing. Which Conway's album's pretty good, But it's nothing, there's no next level out there. There's no album or artist that you have to listen to anymore. And that's why I think hip hop right now is just a niche industry, man. Which is good. I mean, you get your hip hop, but it is what it is. It's not, you don't see the inspired competition for greatness out there, or the inspired guy that's going to take hip hop to the next level, like a Kendrick or Drake did back in 09 and 010. So tell me what you think, guys. Are you bored of hip hop right now, or is hip hop boring to you? Are you feeling the same way I'm feeling, or you got a guy? Do you got guys that you have to listen to? You let me know. You know what I mean? So with that, I'm gonna come back with the state of hip hop part 2 either tomorrow. So we're gonna talk about these females in hip hop and really what it means. And with that, y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon. All right, peace.